Alters is an emotional sci-fi game with a unique blend of survival, adventure, and base-building elements. You must help Jan Dolski, the sole survivor of an ill-fated space expedition, create alternative versions of himself to escape a hostile planet and tackle personal turmoils with his unconventional crew. Now, those unconventional crew are clones. Alters looks insane. This is a brilliant game. There is currently a demo out on Steam, so if you do want to check the game out, it is available now. All of the links are in the description down below, and whilst you're down there, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you check out all of the socials as well. I greatly appreciate it. Now, this is developed by 11-Bit Studios. We've known about this game for quite a while, and I've covered it several times already. There's a lot of cool stuff out there, and the demo is awesome. You can play for around about an hour, hour and a half, depending on your playstyle, whether you're slow or not. It gets to a certain point and then does cut off, but you get a real good look at the game and get a feel for the fundamentals and how it's going to come together as a full piece. Love it so far. Brilliant game. It has, basically, think of a Sims survival game. You have to create versions of yourself, which then you make sure they're healthy, happy. It's really, really cool. It sounds odd, but it's a really enjoyable game. I really enjoyed it. The storyline is really good as well. For an early access title from a relatively small studio, some of the stories end up being really crap. But 11-Bit have done some really cool work here. They've got a decent amount of games behind them already. Things like Moonlighter 2, and then loads and loads of other bits like Frostpunk. They've done a decent amount of stuff. They've got some good games behind them. It's a very reputable studio. And this seems to be no different. It looks very, very well received so far, and I'm all for it. Now, the release date has finally been revealed, and that is the 13th of June 2025. Alongside that release date, we got a brand new trailer and loads of other little bits as well. So let's check out the brand new trailer, and then we'll talk about the rest.
Okay, let's go through all of this once again. We have 3 days before the sun rises and burns everything to ash. And we're stuck in front of a giant river of lava. If we want to survive, we need to act now. We stick to the plan. You focus on researching a bridge to cross the river. I'll anchor it, fix the broken base modules, create radiation filters, gather resources, and Rapidium. To create more alternative versions of ourselves. Are you sure they'll accept who they are? I can't worry about that right now. I need them to survive. The technician will help me fix the base, the miner can mine resources, while the botanist will provide food. We need more space to fit everyone. And besides, the miner has destructive tendencies, while the botanist is still in love with your ex-wife. The plan will work, okay? I'm heading outside. We still have places to explore. New things to discover. And dangers that I need to handle.
Don't get yourself killed out there. This base needs you to operate.
That's what I have my altars for.
Work isn't everything. You can't ignore their personal needs.
Sometimes I feel like everything here is personal. How's that bridge going?
I'm working on it. The technology I need should be in the database somewhere.
Oh, come on. We don't have forever.
Actually, we only have 1 day. And right now, the botanist is calling your wife.
Let me talk to her.
The technician is inciting a rebellion. And the miner, he just hacked his arm off.
This arm is yours, not mine. What about the goddamn bridge?
Yes, about that. We can't build it. The technology I need, it only existed in my life path.
Maybe in this life path, we might still have some time.
So, as you can see, it's insane. There are so many things you have to handle. It has all of those basic survival elements, but you also have to manage the feelings, thoughts, and opinions of every altar that you create. Creating an altar with a different past to your own could produce some really bad results. Creating one with the same could produce some really bad but good results, like him being far too in love with your ex-wife for you to actually get any food out of him. So it's going to be complex. From what we've seen so far in the demo, you get a little bit of a taste of that, and it is going to be a complex system from the sounds of it. I really like this idea, though, bringing some of those elements that you'd see in big sort of city builder games, like Frostpunk, into the small-scale survival titles. How we're going to handle that, it's really going to depend on everything that we're doing. You've got a lot of stuff to keep track of, back out there whilst you're exploring, and back home whilst your alters are trying to kill each other because they think they're not who they are. It's really cool, and I think it's actually quite unique as well for a survival title. But as you could see at the end there, it finally will launch into early access on June 13th. I think it releases into early access. I'm not 100% sure on that one. I haven't looked around. It did say before that it was early access, but now I'm not too sure whether it is or not. So I think they may have changed plans, and now it's going into a full launch. We'll have to wait and see. But the main premise of the game is you being stranded on a hostile planet, and the deadly sunrise is going to burn everything in the canyon that you're in. You have 3 days to get out of there. Each Yan that you create or alter is shaped on your separate personality with unique skills, habits, and memories tied to the different life choices, but they will come with flaws, doubts, and emotional baggage. Your success means managing yourself, maintaining a mobile base, and making time-critical decisions, building relationships with your alters, and confronting the consequences of their own past lives. So it's going to be pretty tough. A brand new mechanic that was revealed in that trailer as well is the deadly anomalies, mysterious phenomena which will stand in your way during the planet exploration. Levitating rocks, eerie distortions, heightened radioactivity, and other threats that won't be visible unless you have special tools. In every case, without a cautious approach, you may risk instant death, radiation-induced injuries, or even disintegration of time and space itself. If that wasn't enough already, the heightened radioactivity can melt your suit. These dangers add yet another layer to the survival experience of the game, turning every expedition into a high-stakes puzzle. Now, the demo itself was relatively difficult, so I'd imagine they're going down a more difficult route with this gameplay. Seeing from the trailer those weird things floating around, those are going to be things that we have to contend with at all times whilst exploring. In the demo, you've only got one small section to explore, and there's not too much in the way of dangers. You can starve to death, something can go a bit tits up with one of your alters, and that's about the only way you fail, really. Or you could completely craft the wrong things and run out of resources, and then you don't have enough time to gather more to do the right thing. So there's going to be a lot of decision making in this game. It's not just going to be sit down, relax, and play. You're going to have to think about what you're doing, and everything is down to a strategic point. You've got to get it just right. So I like those strategy elements combined with a survival structure. Could be really interesting, but we'll have to wait and see how it goes when the game launches on June the 13th. Now, if that sounds good, make sure you subscribe to the channel and stick around for much more Alters content. We'll have tons of guides and stuff when it comes out, and we're going to cover all of the updates that they cover between now and June 13th. For now, though, we are going to wrap that one up there. I've been Wired, you guys have been awesome. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, and let me know what survival games you want to see next time.